Jealousy is a female trait, and the maid turn a Tina when I'm about my cake. Got the ride for the cars, you can beat my bait. With these bras, I'm a star, won't shoot till I'm great.
What is going on, YouTube? We are back with our last video for Survivor Season 35. This is going to cover episodes 14, which is the finale. Man, it's been a great season. It started off a little slow. You know, people was either going too fast or weren't going anywhere at all. But as the season picked up, we have been blessed with some great game moves and some great play. Now, I know I missed episodes 12 and 13. I did videos for them, but when I went to go edit the videos, I didn't like how they were coming out. So I just scrapped the whole videos. I didn't want to do it again. I just wanted to jump into this finale episode. But the last two episodes have been really good. Ben has dropped 2 Ben bombs on the tribe at Tribal Council and has played his idols perfectly and has survived all the way into the finale episode, the final 5. That was the best gameplay all season has been coming from Ben. And the reason this is the best gameplay is he was the only one who was able to keep secrets. We've been saying it, well, I've been saying it for a while. Why are you telling everybody what advantage you have? Why are you telling everybody what immunity idol you have? Ben was able to hold on to his secrets and play them perfectly. And he even got Lauren out by himself with 1 vote by himself. He got Lauren out. And then he pitted everybody else against each other, basically up until the end. And man, let's just get into this. Like, I'm excited. That finale was great. I watched it twice already. I might watch it a third time. Just how good that finale was, and how much on the edge of my seat I was the whole time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, I'm so excited. I forgot to introduce you. Man, what's going on? It's D. You know, we back here with Finesse and Reality once again. Survivor Season 35 finale episode. Let's go. So, we get back from Tribal Council. Ben bomb, boom, blows up. And one thing I do not like about Chrissy, I can't stand her, is at Tribal Council when Ben goes and does the whole... She's like, well, that's uncalled for. She's always trying to police somebody. Always trying to be mom police. Like, we do not always have to conform to your way and do it how you want to do it. You are your own person. Don't try to police me every time I do something. Like, she does that for everybody. And Ben has called her out on it before and said, stop trying to police people. Like, just stop. So, we get back from Tribal Council. Once again, Ben goes to get water. Everybody huddles up. And it's like, we got to get Ben out. We got to get Ben out. It's been the same huddle, the same thing for so many days. And Chrissy's like, well, we all are on the same page. We know that one of us 4 has to win and Ben will go home. Y'all been saying the same song, singing the same song for the past at least 3 tribal councils that Ben is the one that has to go. But for some reason, y'all keep on letting this man go off by himself. He is off by himself right now looking for this idol. So, Ben, you know, he knows he has to win either immunity or he has to find an idol. That's the only way he stays in the game. That's the only way he provides for his family. And I really like what Ben did this episode and how he broke down what this was. This is more than just Survivor to him. This is a job. This is a mission. And I really respect that because like Dr. Mike said, I'm out here just to be the sole survivor. Ben's out here playing for his family. That makes him ferocious because he will do anything for his family. And that's how the mentality you sort of have to have playing this game. You have to be cutthroat, but you have to be playing for more than just yourself. Ben's willing to stay up so many hours, wake up in the middle of the night so many times to find this idol because he knows that I'm not at home right now providing for my family. I'm on TV. They probably get a paycheck for, being on the show, but the paycheck and the payday is the winner, is the $1 million. And Ben knows that this is what I left, and I told my wife I was going to come and bring back to me. So I really like how Ben put that out there and was like, this is a job. This isn't just for fun. This isn't just because I wanted to be on Survivor. No, this is a job for me to get my family, my kids' colleges, career, started to get everything I wanted in life to be able to do it. So that's how I come into the game too. Like I couldn't be just playing for myself. I'm playing for my mom, playing for my sister, playing for my brother, playing for my dad. You got to be playing for more than just yourself. And that's what the difference between everybody else and Ben is. Ben is the only one who has stated he's playing for himself. Dr. Mike even said, I don't really need the $1 million. I just want the title. Chrissy hasn't really talked too much about it either, about who she's playing for. She just wanted to do it for herself. She's been, trying to apply for so many years. So you can see the big differences between the people that are left in this game. While Ben's out looking for the idol, it's coming up to early morning. You can tell it's early morning because at night they have the black and white camera because that's how you can see the best images. And then during the midday or beginning of the day as the sun gets to coming up, they switch to this brownish lens camera so you can see as well. So Ben's like, man, I'm tired. I'm probably about to go to sleep. And right when he's about to lay down on the boat, he sees a word that says dig. And he digs and he finds an idol. Finds it. Like, man, this man is a beast. Like, how did he do that? I don't know. But he does it every time in the clutch. When he needs it, he gets it done. You got nothing but respect for this dude all the way through. So he finds this idol. This is a sign of relief, but his work is not done. He still has to fake like he's looking for an idol. He doesn't want them to know that he has an idol. He wants them to think that everything is going to go their way and he's going to be gone if he doesn't win immunity. So he keeps on trying to find this idol, keeps on acting like he's going to find this idol, even though he already has his spot secured. Big up to Ben for that. And this, man, I'm just so excited, for real, just so excited. And then Chrissy, I've been saying it all season. I'm gonna really break down why I do not like Chrissy at the end of this little recap, because it's a bigger issue than just Chrissy as to why I do not like her. But Chrissy goes to bed and tries to, mend things over, and she's just so fake, so fake. Like, she did this with everybody. She did this with Lauren. She did this with Rourke. She's doing it with Ben. She does it with everybody. Then she tries to say it to their face, like, "Oh man, I miss you. I always wanted to work with you. I'm mad we don't get to do this anymore together. We don't sleep next to each other anymore. We don't talk anymore." And then she goes back to her one-on-ones and she's like, "Oh, I'm just doing this for gameplay, just in case." And nobody's buying it, Chrissy. Nobody's buying it anymore. You're tired. You're like, we're tired of the same thing over and over. Everybody knows your game plan. And it really gets called out when they get to this jury deliberation. Her game plan gets really called out. And I think that may be why she loses. I'll get to that later as well, though. So the problem with this is when she goes to talk to Ben, she's apologizing, and then they're talking, and shortly after, she's right into strategy. So who are you voting out if you win immunity? And it's like, that's how you know when things are genuine or not. Like, yes, you're worried about who you're voting, who he's going to vote out. Yes, he knows you're worried about that, but you don't have to jump right into that. Enjoy your time together. Enjoy the last moments that y'all probably will ever have together. And just be humans and just have fun. You don't have to think about the game 24/7, because, like you said, you know that Ben will not win immunity, or you know that Ben cannot win immunity if you want to save him. So why are you worried about it too much? I'm not quite sure, because even if Ben wins immunity, it doesn't matter who he votes for. He's not gonna vote with you. He's gonna vote for whoever he wants to go home. And so that you should know that right now in the game, you should know that you and Ben are the top competitors. And you're the last two standing, really. Everybody else, they really don't matter right now, because nobody has a resume like you or Ben. And one of you all have to go to the final. It's like the way the odds are stacked up, it's one of you has to go, if not both of you have to go. So I don't know if she was really planning on getting out of this conversation. And even Ben said to her, if you win, are you going to take me? And she tries to say, well, I'll give you this. I won't make my decision. I'll let you, pitch your speech to me. He's like, I know you're not going to take me. I'm not asking you to take me, because I know that's just waste of breath. We get to the immunity challenge. So you got 2 immunity challenges this episode. This is the first one to get down to the final 4. We get to the immunity challenge, and it's a reward. So the reward is some comfort food, got some cheesecake, got some chicken, got this, got that. They look good when they got there. I would have smashed. I would have went in, you know. But the challenge was what they had to do. They had to run up a platform, jump off the platform, grab these balls, land in some water, swim to this other thing. It was another balance beam. They had to cross the balance beam, untie another set. It was a key. That's what it was. It was keys. Untie the keys, and then go to swim to another platform. Once they get to that platform, they have to unlock this puzzle, and it's a spinning. It's like a wheel, but it has different slots, and it spins. Has balls. You have to coordinate the balls. It's sort of like a what is that called? A Rubik's cube, but instead of a cube, it's a wheel, and they had the balls that move. So it was sort of like a Rubik's cube type of thing going on. They had to get that. Dr. Mike was the first one to get to the finish and the platform to start, but he was one of the last ones to get his puzzle unlocked. Ben was doing good. Brian was the last one to get to the puzzle. Chrissy was sort of, I think she was like second to last, but when it comes down to puzzles, we know Chrissy has no match for puzzles. She kills them. She destroys them. If there's a puzzle, you only have so much time before Chrissy eventually gets there. Like, we know she's not the strongest physical competitor, so she's not going to be the first person to the puzzle. So you have to use that time to your best advantage if you want to beat Chrissy at a puzzle. So Chrissy gets to the puzzle, ends up winning, and now she gets immunity and gets a reward. She gets to choose who she wants to go on this reward with. The reward is just back at camp. It's nothing. They just go to their little secluded place. She goes on a reward with Devin and Dr. Mike, which leaves Ryan and Ben back at the camp. Ryan, of course, has to look out for Ben because Ben is still looking for the idol. And so he's just on babysitter duty. One thing I do want to point out this season is, to me, it seems like there's less endurance competitions and more puzzle competitions. Like there's puzzles. Like there's a lot of physical then puzzle competition. So you start with the physical, then you end with the puzzle. And this season really benefited Chrissy. Like, I really think if Chrissy would have been on another season where there was less puzzles, she wouldn't have done as good because she wouldn't have been able to win as much. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from Chrissy. She has, like I said, she's a puzzle beast. But that is what's saving her in this game. And I'm just trying to recall for past seasons. I mean, every season Survivor has some intense puzzles and some really, hard competitions. But I really think that this season catered towards puzzles a little bit more than it did in the past. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. Like, if you got facts saying that, no, this season had less puzzles, this season had just as many puzzles, let me know. I don't want to be out here sounding like a fool, but this is just what I'm seeing in my head. It also could be that I don't want Chrissy to win, so I'm tired of her getting puzzles, because I know when she get a puzzle, she's going to win. So, that could just be it. On this reward, her, Devin, and Dr. Mike, they all say, they look for, first of all, they look for the clue for the idol at the reward, because they like, last time there was a clue here, let's look here before we eat. Man, that food was looking good. They each had their own whole chicken. Ooh, I know they ate good. I know they did. So, when they're at the reward, they come up with this idea. Chris is like, I still have this dead idol, this super immunity idol that Ryan gave me that I can no longer use. It has no power, but we can use it as a decoy to Ben and act like we already found the idol. So it just hurts him some more, brings down his morale. So he's not looking for an idol anymore. And just to be, just to put a little bit more pain, a little bit more sting into what he has going on. And that's a good idea. Yes, it is. But it would have been a better idea if you did this probably like 3 tribal councils ago. You probably should have tried to plan this move out. Because Dr. Mike didn't even know. He's like, wait, you still have an idol? Like, you still have it? And she's like, yeah, but it's not working. He's like, no, but you still have it? Like, this really could have been done better a while ago, and when she even said it, when she even decided not to use it, when she did have it, when it was available to use, I even said it then. I was like, she can use this as a decoy for somebody else, which is what she should have been did. I think she just played this move too late. I think she might have forgot about it or whatever happened, but this move was done too late, and it ends up hurting her more than it hurts Ben, because now Ben already has the idol, and so when they get back to camp, she gets Ryan's note. That's the thing. She's gonna pair it with Ryan's note, so it appears to be a real idol. And then Ben's like, okay, I'm about to go out for some water and go look for this idol. And she's like, don't waste your energy. And then pulls it out and tries to lay it on her chest. He's like, what's that? And he's like, oh, that's a fancy idol. And she really gloats about it in the wrong way. This could have been a little bit sold a little bit better if Dr. Mike would have had it from the beginning. Instead of Chrissy, because Chrissy already has her immunity necklace, there's no reason for her to have to go find this idol. So she should have gave it to somebody else from jump. And that sort of what killed her whole speech, her whole plan on faking it with Ben. And so I didn't really like that either. She gloated about it. About something that was just fake. Like he knew it was fake, she knew it was fake, and she just really made herself look like a fool, and makes herself look even more foolish when they get to tribal council. But what this does for Ben is this saves Ben energy now. He can play into the fact that he thinks this is a real idol. He doesn't have to fake and go look for idols anymore. He already has an idol in his boot. Now this is just, he can relax. He's good. So can we take a moment, and what happened to Dr. Mike? He came running down the hill or something and just fell out of nowhere. That man ate all that sand, and that was just funny. I died. I had to pause it and watch that again because that was hilarious. He's like, no, I'm good. I just fell. That man went flying. All right, so another thing we got going on as tribal council is approaching. Devin, he's not feeling good in his gut about what's going on with Ben. He's like, Ben looks like he's giving up, but Ben wouldn't give up this easily. Like there's something else going on. So he's talking to Ryan about, should I write down Dr. Mike's name? Because just in case Ben does have the idol, he writes down my name or writes down your name, you have a back, like somebody has a backup, so it's not just going to be what Ben says goes. And so that's what the big deal is going into tribal council. Is Devin going to write down this name? Is he going to be able to save himself or save somebody else? And what is going to happen? As we get to tribal council, one thing I really don't like about the remainder tribe, and not even the remainder of the tribe, but the past two members that have been voted out, they really try to make Ben out to be a villain. And what am I missing that Ben has done that's to be a villain this season? And it's like he turned on Lauren when his alliance turned on him. Ashley was talking about getting him out. It was Ashley, Lauren, Devin, and Ben. They were a solid four. They were good. It wasn't until Ben came sneaking up on them and heard his name being talked about, being brought up, and that's when he turned on them. So, in my opinion, Ben has done nothing to be a villain. The real villain this season is Chrissy. And she's the villain to me because she's the one who will smile in your face, but will stab you in your back. She has multiple times. I'm not even going to go there yet. I'm just going to wait for the final jury deliberation to get there because I got some notes on that. But yeah, I just don't like how they really try to make Ben out to be a villain. Like, I'm not seeing anything that he has done that has been a villain. Like, yes, he has spilled the beans on stuff, but like I said, that was in retaliation to him being set up by his alliance. So he has not full on attacked anybody for anything. When Joe talked about the Marines, he attacked Joe because that Marines is close to his heart, and we seen that all season how close the Marines is to him. When he attacked Chrissy came at him first for not sharing the information, for saying that she turned it back. The only thing that you could say Ben has been a villain at is he played the role of the double agent. But even that was for the greater good of his game. But I don't think there has been anything where he has been a straight up villain. Like if they had a season, because they've done it before, but they had seasons of all villains come back, or people that they viewed as villains come back. I do not think Ben will be on that season if they do that again, because he has done nothing to really solidify himself as a villain. And also at Tribal Council, Devin tries to cover up for Chrissy and said she wasn't gloating with it, saying that she was just, she was just being nice about it. She wasn't gloating about having the immunity. And Ben's like, she was definitely gloating. And all her words were gloating. She called it a twofer. She was telling him, don't waste your energy. I got it. It's so much, it's so much agony surrounding her that irritates my soul. Like, it really irritates my soul. But another Ben bomb. Yes, Ben has an immunity idol. He plays it. Chrissy puts her little fake one away. She pulled it out in the middle of Tribal Council and was like, go, I gave it to Dr. Mike or whatever. And puts that away when Ben pulls out the real idol, gives it to Jeff. All the votes for Ben come in. But he put down Devin's name, and Devin put down Dr. Mike's name. So now it's a tie between Dr. Mike and Devin. Everybody has to vote again. Ben, Chrissy, and Ryan. Ben's going to vote for Devin again. And Ben was trying to, he's like, it's either get rid of Devin, who's my bigger physical competition, because she's not worried about Ryan, so Ryan wasn't going to come up on his radar. It's either Devin or Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike, he's all right at competition. He's not the best, but he's all right. Devin is a physical competitor. He's not that much of a strategist. But he writes down Devin's name, and Chrissy and Ryan, they write down Dr. Mike's name. Dr. Mike's like, hey, I understand. It's all good, guys. Good game plays, good plays, everybody. Hugs it out, and Dr. Mike is on his way. Man, that was an intense Tribal Council. And we get back, and Ben is, he knows he's down to one last competition. There's no more immunity idols. All immunity idols are dead. We're at the final four now. No more immunity idols. It's the competition that he has to win that will save him $1 million or will cost him $1 million. What I do not like, I put this in my other videos I didn't release, but Devin, he really thinks his gameplay is much better than what it really is. I don't think Devin has done anything in this game to be worth $1 million, to be a winner of Survivor. Yes, Devin has aligned himself with the right people, but he has never called the shots. He is not the shot caller. He is the soldier. He is the pawn. He is the shooter. Everybody got a shooter. Everybody needs a shooter. Devin is the shooter. He is not the man calling the shots. So Devin really is getting this head and this big ego about himself that he is really making these moves that I really don't see him making. Like, anytime somebody has a move, or like in the final deliberation, when he has to explain his gameplay, anybody on that jury or anybody that's still sitting in the game, any move Devin calls out, they can say, I told you to do this. I directed you to this spot. You didn't do this for yourself. You did this because it helped my game, or whatever the case may be. So I don't think Devin is as good as he thinks he is. I don't know why he thinks he's so good. He really needs to go home and watch these videos. And hey, if y'all know him, tell me, hit me up and watch my videos, because rewatch what you did, Devin. You didn't do that much. You aligned yourself with the right people that helped you get there. You are not that much better than Ryan, to be honest. Like, hey, call it like it is. You're not. Final immunity competition. And it's a twist. Another twist. This competition comes with a secret advantage. The last secret advantage of the season. So what this competition was, they had blocks that spelled out healers or heroes, healers, and hustlers. They had a pole stick thing platform that they had to balance each of the blocks on, and they had to lock it in. It was really wobbly, easy to fall over, and it was a really difficult challenge. It sort of seemed like it should have been easier than what it was, but once you get all the, your adrenaline pumping and you're getting moving and everything, you get tired. It's so many factors going on that this competition was harder than what they expected, or what I expected. Ben and Ryan take an early lead, but Ryan drops some of his blocks, so Ben starts to pull away. Ben is pulling all his blocks at once. Instead of doing Like the first couple blocks, he's willing the whole word at once. So the whole heroes, the whole healers, the whole hustlers. Oh, so Ben gets all his blocks on and goes to lock in. When he locks it in, he's like, "Oh, I'm done, Jeff." Jeff goes to look. He's like, "No, something's wrong. Oh, something's wrong." My man's U was upside down. And I have a bone to pick with Jeff. Yes, Jeff Probst, whatever, however you say his name. I got a bone to pick with you because his U was upside down. But if you look at the S, there's because healers, there's S's, there's H's. Like, how do you determine what that was upside down or not? Because some of the S's had like a big bottom and a small top, or was it a small bottom and a big top? And some of them were flipped all different types of ways. So it's really like, how you gonna call his U upside down and say he's wrong? Like, they played my man's Ben for that. Like, he really should have won that competition because there was no real way to determine what letters were right side up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I really feel like they nitpicked it too much. They, especially for the S's to be so distinctively different. Like, if you I don't know if you all know this, but if you go back and look, you can look at there's a bigger bottom and a smaller top. So it was just like, I don't know. When Ben tries to fix his U, he ends up dropping all his blocks. Oh my gosh, he was almost there, and now he has to start all the way over. It's frustrating. I'm like, oh, it's over with. But then everybody else drops their blocks or some of their blocks, and so this competition went on for a while. People were dropping blocks left and right whenever you thought they were done. Ben almost had it like 3 times that he was dropping on the lock or dropping on like one letter left. It was rough for him, and Chrissy somehow pulled it out and won immunity again. This is her 4th immunity win. Like, 4th one. She has tied for the most wins from a woman. Like, that. Congratulations, Chrissy. I will give you that. Like I said, I can't take anything away from her. This season was her season to be on, and she did it. Like, she was doing what she needed to do to get to where she wanted to get. And so I applaud her for that, and I got some more comments coming later about her still. The secret advantage, however, is a big one. I really like this because it just changes the projection of Survivor from here on out. Because Jeff says this is not just going to be a one-time thing. This is going to be a forever thing. So this really changes how Survivor is going to be played in future seasons. So the secret advantage is she gets to pick one person that gets to go to the final 3 with her. The last 2 people have to do a fire making competition, and they have to earn their spot to the final 3. So what she does is she goes and tells Devin, like, "Hey, I need you to make this fire because I know Ryan cannot do it, and you're the last hope to get Ben out." And Devin sees this as an opportunity to build his resume, and he can say, "I'm the one who got Ben out, the one that he took all y'all out. I took him out. This is why I deserve to win." And that is true. That is a big resume builder for Devin. However, it does not put his resume above Chrissy's resume. And so Chrissy knows, taking Ryan to the final 3, I can easily beat Ryan. Take Devin to the final 3, I can easily beat Devin. Everything's good in the hood. We are good and all set to go. But Ben is Ben, and Ben does not stop trying. In this fire making competition, Ben doesn't find out about it until he gets to tribal council. So it's all new to him. He has no idea. Devin and Ryan already knew what was going on, so they're ready. But Ben destroys Devin. Destroys him. Devin didn't even get a fire started. Ben killed it. And just what's his name? Joe was like Joe recognizes game, man. Joe recognizes what real game is, and Ben has brought the realest game. When his back's against the wall, he finds a way to survive. That's what Survivor is. Surviving. Like that, Ben has done it all, and you cannot knock his gameplay. And so in the final 3, we got Ben, Ryan, and Chrissy. And I said it before. If Ben makes it to the final three, he wins. If Chrissy makes it to the final three without Ben, she wins. So I'm in full confidence that Ben is going to win this final Survivor award. And you know this is just man. It was just amazing to watch this hard fought game all the way down to the final three. There's been so many twists and turns. Now it just comes down to the jury to decide who they think is the sole survivor, who deserves that recognition. We get to the final jury deliberation, and off jump, my girl Desi, she keeps it real. She tells Ryan, she's like, I only think you're here, and everybody else only thinks you're here because people knew that they could beat you, so they brought you here with them. And Ryan, of course, tries to defend himself, trying to fake like he did. He's this whole mastermind. He's like, no, I didn't bring. Nobody brought me here. I brought myself here. I had to make alliances. I had to use my social game. I had to do this. I wasn't the best worker. I wasn't the hard. I wasn't making all the fires. I wasn't opening up coconuts because I couldn't do all that. I knew going in I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. And that's just like I couldn't do none of that either when I got on Survivor. But I had to do it. We had to do this too. So all these excuses are not really flying over with the jury. And everybody knows the real competition is between Ben and Chrissy. There's no way about it. Like there's no Ryan. I'm sorry. I called you out in my beginning. My first episode, I said Ryan. I wanted Ryan to win. I am happy you made it to the final three, you little weasel. But I still got some grudges with you for getting my girl Allie out. And it's just, it's not your season to win. It wasn't your season to win at all. I don't know how much confidence he had in winning. I mean, everybody got a chance of winning, but when you're sitting up next to Chrissy and Ben, it's not really a much in between on who should win this one. And something I really didn't like about this jury deliberation was it was scattered, and Jeff wasn't really moderating it like he usually does. Usually they get like one each jury member gets a question for each person, and then the person gets their spiel to the jury. This one it was just all over the place. It started with Desi, then somebody else would jump in and ask a question, and somebody else would jump in and ask a question, somebody else. It wasn't really directed, and it got off track. And Desi again calls it out for the she's just so graceful with everything she does. All hail Queen Desi. She tells them like, "Hey guys, you all can still trust people. This was just a game. You all are turning." Ryan and Chrissy start turning on each other. As soon as they got the chance to turn on each other, they start turning on each other. So this was definitely a moment to take in. It's like, hey, everybody relax. We know this is for $1 million, but do not lose your morals, your morals, and just stay who you are. Don't let this thing change you, and you can still trust people on the outside. And one thing I didn't like about this was Joe calls Chrissy Queen Chrissy, because we all know it's Queen Desi around here. Ain't no Queen Chrissy. And so Chrissy also in this speech or in her spiel, she tries to pitch this big I stayed loyal to my team, my alliance. I stayed loyal, I stayed loyal, I stayed loyal. When watching the show, as somebody who watches it, as somebody who's been watching her this season, we know that's a lie. Chrissy has not been loyal to anyone. She has been ready to turn her back on everybody she's aligned with. She doesn't do it to their face, though. That's the thing. She's the one who wanted to get Ashley out. Once Devin and everybody she got Ashley and Devin on their team, she was ready to get Ashley out before she got Ben out. And then she also basically did get Ashley out before Ben got out. So there was multiple times this season where Chrissy was ready to jump ship on somebody in her alliance. So this whole spiel about loyalty just really rubbed me the wrong way. And now I can really sort of get into why I do not care for Chrissy. And I do not want to offend anybody, but if you get offended by it, then go check on yourself. That don't worry, I can't worry about it. But Chrissy is the epitome of white woman privilege. Yes, I said it. She is. When things go her way, it's all good. But as soon as something doesn't go her way, she plays the victim role. And she plays it so well that it's scary. And Ben has called her out on it before for doing it. And whenever things doesn't go her way, she's like, "Oh, I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. I thought we were this. I thought we were that." But when she's setting somebody else up to take the fall, it's nothing about friendship. It's nothing about anything. And that really irritates me because being a black man, you grow up knowing all these stories about how different white women in history have tried and played that role successful and have taken many a black man's lives, livelihood, and freedom from them just based off the words that are coming out their mouth. So this like it's like even when I say this right now, like I feel it in my soul. Like that's why I said she really just irks my soul because of that mentality is the messed up part about a lot of things in America. There are so many women, white women specifically, who have that mentality of playing the victim role when things don't go their way. And it has taken many brothers from us. And I can't stand that. I cannot stand to watch that. And that really is what Chrissy has done this season to me. And yes, she has played a great game social wise and has done these things, but just because of that mentality, I cannot respect it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I cannot respect it. Because it's a scary thing in the wrong hands. It really is. But on a lighter note, Chrissy also does say that she does pitch this always getting to know everybody type of thing, and I think that backfired on her. She started spitting facts about different things she's picked up from people, and then she sort of says, "I wanted to see what makes you tick. I wanted to get in you, and you know." So she really sort of used her friendships or what her friendships as ways to take people out and to get just take advantage of people. Like I said, it's that whole mentality. It's all wrapped around that mentality of just taking advantage of you while I can, and as soon as I do not need you anymore, you're a villain, and now I'm the victim. Like it's really it's man, if you really gotta look into that mindset and that just everything that surrounds that. And I'm just gonna say, leave it. Emmett Till was one of the main highlighted story about this kind of mindset that some white women have. Like I said, I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like even though this is Survivor, this is the game. Hey, this is real life. How people think in real life, and it has cost many people lives. One last thing before we get to the winner is I really think that if Desi could have stayed in the game longer, she could have. Chrissy wouldn't have won as many competitions. Desi would have really gave her a run for her money, and I would like to see like if anybody knows any Survivor producers or casting agents, whatever. I really would like to see on the next few seasons as many minorities as there are majorities. This season we had Joe who was Hispanic. We had Alan, Allie, and Desi. I'm pretty sure it was four minorities. And the thing with the minorities, they're easy targets because even if it's Survivor, it's still you still align with who you are like with. So they're always easy targets, and so I really think that they should, make it a even flip. And man, it's so many black women out there, so many black men out there that could really take over this game. And I just don't think we're given the fair chance from the jump. Like that, Allen was made out to look like the crazy man. Allie was set up by Ryan, and then Desi got kicked off for association with Joe, and then Joe got kicked off because he was annoying. So we took the fall for a lot of things, but I really think that Desi could have won this competition and really took that title away from Chrissy for that fourth immunity win and being the tie for the best women on the Survivor whole seasons and everything. So I really want the producers to do a better job with casting and giving us a fair chance and giving us just as many as the minority as the majority. I really think that would help their game and help their views. So got that out the way. Let's get to the winner. Ben is the sole survivor. Everybody saw it. They knew what to do when the time came down to it. People read through Chrissy. Nobody was worried about Ryan. Ben got it done. And congratulations to Ben, his family, his Marine friends, all his brothers, everything. That man, congratulations, my dude. No hard feelings against you. You have really shown out this season. I'm proud to have been a fan of yours. I wasn't a fan from the beginning, but as the season went on, did become a fan and enjoy watching you play. And so you definitely deserve this. And just congratulations. So, guys, that has been Survivor Heroes versus Healers versus Hustlers. Season 35. What a season. Man, I cannot wait for this next season. It's already coming back in the spring. It's like we just got off. We about to get right back into it. So, yes, we are getting right back into Survivor in a couple months. It has been great work, like just viewing this with you guys. I've been having so much fun covering this show. And don't forget to go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell right there, and you will get notified when I post the videos. And y'all just keep on finessing.
Can I be honest?